Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Mission Matters Business Podcast, your source for all things business. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres. Keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become an author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, missionmatters.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today is a very special Reunion 2020 episode. What is that? That's when I had on a guest in the past, and I liked them so much I had to bring them on back. So today's return guest is William Rosen, and he's the CEO over at VSA Partners, Inc., and he's also author of The Activation Imperative, How to Build Brands and Business by Inspiring Action. William, welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me, Adam. I'm glad to be here.
Oh, man, when I saw your proposed show topic, lessons learned from running a human capital business that are extendable to all businesses, I got excited because a lot of business owners, entrepreneurs, and executives listening today, and that's definitely a hot topic. So before we get into that, though, if we can, I don't want to assume all the new listeners caught the first episode. So let's just start off with talking about what you're doing over at VSA Partners, please.
Sure, I appreciate that, Adam. So as you mentioned, I'm the CEO of VSA Partners, and we're a design and brand experience firm. We work with clients including Google, AB InBev, Cole Haan, IBM, and many others to create meaningful experiences that solve business problems by addressing human needs. And one of the ways we're unique is our ability to bring best-in-class branding, marketing, and design together, informed by data, to help build our clients' brands and businesses. So that hopefully gives you a little sense of what we're up to. We're headquartered in Chicago, but we have offices in New York and San Francisco to serve all our national and international clients.
So let's get into today's topic, lessons learned from running a human capital business. Where do you want to start on this one, William? It's a big topic.
Yeah, it is a big topic. And, you know, as someone who runs and has run quite a few human capital businesses, it really sort of dawned on me that I think there's some really unique lessons that you learn from being in that type of business. You know, when your most critical assets go up and down the elevator every day, that I think really have relevance to really any business. So I thought maybe we could talk a little bit about a couple of those lessons that we've learned and I've learned that I think might be relevant to your listeners. The first one, you know, the first thought is I've really experienced firsthand is the power of purpose. And, you know, in the case of a human capital business in particular, you know, it's really about attracting top talent and retaining top talent, although I believe that's clearly relevant to just about any business category. And a clear purpose, kind of a North Star that attracts the best talent is really critical. Obviously, the most gifted and skilled employees have the ability to go pretty much where they'd like to go. And, you know, they've got to be drawn to the purpose of the organization and what it's about, what its vision and mission are, and that's got to connect with that individual. So being clear about what an organization's purpose is, its power in really attracting top talent to me is a critical aspect of successfully managing a human capital business. But another is, you know, differentiation from competitors. You know, when you have a clear purpose, you can differentiate in the quest for achieving the best talent, but also in differentiating in terms of acquiring clients. If you're clear about what your organization stands for and how it's different, helps you not only gain talent, but also, I think, attract new clients. And, you know, here at VSA, for example, as I mentioned, you know, we have a really clear purpose around creating meaningful experiences that solve business problems by addressing human needs. That allows the talent to know what they're signing up for when they get here, and it also lets our clients know, you know, when they should call us and why we're different from others. And it's interesting, we do a lot of work with clients who are going through mergers and acquisitions and really unifying the brands that are coming together around a singular purpose. Just to pick an example, we help bring the Chicago Board of Trade and the Chicago Mercantile Exchange together to form CME Group, which is now, I guess for multiple years in a row, the most valuable exchange brand in the world. And we did a lot of work with them about how these two brands come together into a unified purpose and how you communicate that through an organization. And then sometimes it's just revitalizing the brand and the purpose of an existing company, whether they're going through M&A or not. We've done a lot of work with Marvin Windows and Doors, a very high-end manufacturer of window and door products, and recently just repositioned them in the marketplace really around a new purpose. And it's really an important galvanizing force for an organization. Lets everyone know exactly what they're signed up for, and again, helps you differentiate in the marketplace. So I thought that was kind of one sort of initial thought that human capital businesses really have to manage that really does have relevance to other businesses.
Where do you find people kind of fall short on some of these? So meaning power of a purpose, differentiating themselves from competitors, because it's obviously easy to say. It's a whole nother thing to execute that.
Yeah, it is. And you know, I think there's a discipline required in the thinking behind it, really a strategic and kind of methodical approach to, you know, thinking about what is it that's true to the organization, what is it that's unique in the marketplace, and what is it that's relevant to the customers. And that kind of triangulation often is an important thought process in developing that purpose, but you've got to be able to bring it to life. And, you know, which I think leads to another interesting thought about human capital businesses is how powerful and valuable diverse points of view are. You know, one of the values we bring to our clients is a really unique way of thinking about their brands and businesses. And an organization that's going to basically have that be their bread and butter needs to have a diverse talent pool that facilitates those kind of diverse points of view. So we're big believers here in hiring from a wide variety of backgrounds and interests and capabilities, because the more diverse our talent set is, the more diverse our thinking is that we can bring our clients. And it's also important to understand that you can really look at a set of data in multiple ways. You know, there's so much focus on data analytics and data science these days that people often forget that these data points can actually be understood from a variety of different perspectives. And, you know, what we like to call paradigm shifts. You can look at the same set of data in a fresh way and really bring a new insight. And it's also one of the keys to working across different disciplines that you need to bring together to be successful in today's environment. You know, you need to understand the perspective of each of the disciplines that you're trying to integrate into a cohesive solution, and the ability to see the same set of information from multiple perspectives is really key to that. And I think, you know, we get a lot of advantage in the fact that we work with a diverse set of clients, you know, from Google to Cole Haan, from AB InBev to Bloomberg, that, you know, we're not focused on just a single vertical here. And as a result, you kind of learn lessons and gain insights from working in different categories that sometimes you can apply in unique ways to your clients' businesses. And when you really can pull those unique perspectives together, I think that's when you offer value to your clients and can really pay off your purpose in a real concrete way.
I do want to spend some time on your book. So The Activation Imperative, How to Build Brands in Business by Inspiring Action. Tell me a little bit more about your inspiration for this.
Yeah, well, thank you for asking. You know, there's been so much written about how you position a brand and how you strategically define a brand, and there's really remarkably little written about how you then activate the brand in the marketplace. And so I was looking, along with my co-author, Professor Lawrence Minsky, he and I were looking to fill that void in the market and really take a book and develop a book that really helped businesses understand, once you know who you are and what you stand for, how do you activate that in the marketplace, drive traction with customers, generate real leads, close real business, and really advance your business forward. So the book is definitely focused on taking a brand to market and fully activating it. It's gotten a lot of great response so far from those who've read it and folks in the industry. And just recently, the ANA, one of the largest trade organizations, just picked the book for their must-read list. They have an educational foundation that picks a few books that they consider must-reads in the marketing and advertising space, like David Ogilvy and other famous books. And needless to say, I'm very proud that recently the ANA chose to add this book to the must-read list. So I took that as a nice validation that we had found an interesting niche that really needed some new thinking brought to it.
Man, that is absolutely amazing, and congrats on that honor. That's wonderful. I love it, and I love to see that that your book's on that list. I mean, it's great. It's a great book, great info you're providing, and a different slant on things, as you mentioned. I also have not seen too many books coming from that angle. So that being said, William, if somebody's listening to this and they want more information on either VSA Partners or also on the activation imperative, how to build brands and businesses by inspiring action, what's the best route for them to follow up?
Yeah, thanks for asking. VSAPartners.com is our website and the easiest way to find us, although you can find us on LinkedIn and Instagram, etc. But I'd say VSAPartners.com is probably the easiest. And then the activation imperative, you can find it on Amazon, and you can get it directly from the publisher, if you'd like, Roman and Littlefield. But probably easiest thing for most listeners would be to go on Amazon and just type in activation imperative, and it'll take you right to the book.
Fantastic. Well, hey, William, been awesome having you back on the show for this reunion 2020 episode. Excited to see what happens in 2021. I know I'm going to be calling you back to get you back on, see what else is going on over at VSA Partners, and I'm sure this book is just going to keep on taking off as it has been over the last year. So thanks again for coming on the show, and to the audience, as always, thanks for tuning in. Hope you had fun listening to this. We sure had fun bringing this to you. So if you did, subscribe to the podcast, leave me a review, but also if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, Mission Matters Business, then definitely give us a subscribe there and leave some comments in the comment section. I'd love to hear your feedback on what's going on in your world in the interview. And William, thanks again for coming back on the show.